Did I ever tell you guys that time that I made bank selling trash from Blockbuster? Did I ever tell you guys that? This will be a good after hours if I just sit here and just tell you that story real quick. So when I worked at Blockbuster Video, this is a very long time ago, obviously. We would get games that would come in for like the Xbox and the PlayStation and shit like that, and they would be sent to us in their retail game cases. Well, we can't put those out on the shelf for rental because they're not secure. So what we would have to do is we would just waste our time these were like factory sealed wrapped product. We would open up the Blockbuster. Someone's been watching too much Amanda show. I caught that. You thought you got a fast one on me, but I got you. We had all of these sealed video games for every system: Xbox 360, PS3, Wii, Nintendo DS, and they were coming in, and we would just have to strip off the shrink wrap, open it up, take the game disc out, and put the game disc inside the Blockbuster case that had the magnetic locking mechanism that you stuck inside of it. And then would also take out the game art and take out the manual and put that inside the Blockbuster case. And what we were left with was an empty video game case. And we just threw them away. Well, I was thinking of being an enterprising young poor person, young college student. And I was like, I bet people want these cases. So what I would do is I would sit there and just do my thing and hack open the game cases and take the games and put them in the Blockbuster case. And then I would take the empty cases and very nicely pack them into a large empty box, like the box that the games were shipped to us in. Just pack the cases back inside the box, the empty cases. I would walk it out to the dumpster and set it behind the dumpster, which I already parked next to the dumpster anyways, because I took lots of things that the store threw away. And I basically, whenever I was going to clock out and leave, I would walk over to the behind the dumpster, take out the boxes that I put back there, put them in the back of my truck, and then take them home with me. And what I did is, I think I had, like I said, I had 360, PS3, and Wii cases. So those are light green DVD cases, white DVD cases, and then PlayStation 3 cases were their own specially molded clear plastic. They're not the same size as a DVD case. So I know there's people who buy their games from GameStop who get like the generic GameStop case, and the different color and the lack of cover art pisses them off. So I was thinking somebody will probably buy these empty cases. I went back and I think I don't remember how many cases I had, but I put 3 empty cases for $5. Plus, like, this was back when ship it somewhere, it was like $2 or whatever, right? So it was like $5 plus shipping. You get 3 empty cases. They're OEM from the manufacturer or whatever, right? And then I woke up the next day and I had like 50 fucking eBay orders that had come in, and I was like, oh shit. So I was like, yeah, people really want these things. So I literally turned a bunch of garbage from Blockbuster Video literally into like $750 that they were just going to throw away just for me taking all of these empty game cases and just flipping them on eBay. Do I feel bad about that? No. Would I still do it today if given the chance? Hell yes, I would. Yeah, that's... The Blockbuster Video was weird. Like, I remember one time we had to actually go through the candy that was out in front by the registers, and we also had candy that we kept in the back room, and we had to go through it and check the expiration date. Well, a lot of it had expired because who the fuck buys... I mean, Blockbuster Video sells the candy for the same price as like a movie theater. You don't get a good deal on it. Especially when there's a supermarket that's literally, in my case, right across the street selling the same candy bars for like a third of the price. You're not going to buy them from Blockbuster. You're not going to buy the soda. You're not going to buy the popcorn. You're not going to buy any of that shit. So it all expired. And one of the things that expired was Red Vine's licorice. and we had to defect it all out. So that was my job, was scanning all of the red vines and marking them out as defect so that we could get credited for them. And then we had to slice open the packaging and then throw it in the trash so that people wouldn't interfere with it and try to eat it or whatever if they were picking through our trash. But what I did is I had I had a separate trash bag just for the red vines. And we had boxes of red vines in the back that went off because nobody bought the ones out front. And when red vines go bad, they don't go bad. It's just sugar. They just firm up and get hard. And as it turns out, that's exactly the way my dad likes to eat his red vines licorice. My dad will go out and buy a thing of red vines and then open it and then leave it on like the countertop, wait for it to get hard and tacky, and then he'll eat it. So I was like, I know what I'm doing. So I filled up a fucking industrial trash bag filled of nothing but expired red vines, threw it in the back of my truck, and then I drove it home, and I came home like fucking Santa Claus, and I was like, this is for you, Dad. And he was like, what in God's name have you done? And he looked in the bag, he's like, is this all red vines? And I was like, yep, love you, Dad. So we wound up filling like every Tupperware container that my mom had with like red vines and then some. And we filled a fucking you know those Christmas totes, those big Christmas totes you get from Walmart around Christmas time that they clearance out after Christmas. We had my mom always has a couple extras of those that are empty in case she ever needs to store anything. We filled all those up with red vine. Like we had red vines everywhere. It took my dad like 2 years to eat them all. And they were just as good 2 years later as they were when I brought them home when they were expired. Because, like I said, they don't go bad. So, I just thought that was hilarious that, like, long after I left Blockbuster, when the store fucking closed, we're still eating the red vines that I brought back. So, I was like, this is perfect. This is the perfect, like, random fucking... That's the perfect me surprise. Like, that's something that my family could see me doing, is coming home with a big trash bag full of fucking licorice, saying, hey, Dad, I got this from you from work. So, here you go. But, yeah, working at Blockbuster was kind of it was kind of fun because it was really kind of freewheeling and just because things were kind of laid back, but at the same time, they were really kind of drilling down on a lot of the stores because stores were closing. The company was in the process of going tits up. And the work week is Monday to Sunday. So I would come in, I was going to school at the time, so I wouldn't work every day of the week in a row. But so I'd come in on like Monday, and we would get the communication from corporate about sales and specials that we're going to be doing for the week or for the month or whatever. And then I'd go to school on Tuesday and not work, and I'd come into work on Wednesday, and they will have like redacted like half of the things that they sent us on Monday. Like they've amended it and they've changed it. So we were always trying to learn what the fuck was on sale and what wasn't on sale. Like that's the thing, is we just at some point we just gave up and stopped trying to communicate to customers what our specials were because we had no idea. And if we said something wrong and tried to ring it up and it wouldn't ring up right, then it's on us, and then we have to fucking credit their account back and give them the deal that we said that we had, that we didn't have, but we did have on Monday. And it was a fucking mess. It was a nightmare. But I worked there until the store closed up, until I didn't have a place to work anymore. But it's weird. I worked at one of the last rounds of Blockbusters to be closed. So I was literally one of the last people to work for a Blockbuster Video, and I still have my shirt somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I still have it. I have two of them that I would wear interchangeably. One would be in the wash, and I'd wear the other one to work. But yeah, no, it was an interesting job. It was just one of those jobs you had when you're younger, and you just need the pocket change to pay for textbooks and pay for gas to get because I was driving to school and stuff like that. You just need teenager money, I guess. It feels weird telling that story now that I'm in my 30s, but you know, it's only going to get worse from here. So that's Blockbuster for you. Rest in peace. I'd pour one out for you, but I don't want to stain my carpet. Blockbuster. What an existence. Cheers. Here's to you.